Air travel feels like magic. You step into a shiny metal tube, and hours later, you're across the world. It's a marvel of human engineering, wrapped in the glamour of jet setting and the convenience of modern life. But beneath the smiling flight attendants, perfectly staged safety announcements, and the promise of free peanuts lies an entirely different story. A story where airlines are not just in the business of transporting you, they're in the business of making money at every possible opportunity. And every detail of your journey, from the moment you book your ticket to the moment you step off the plane, is designed with strategy in mind. It's not just about efficiency, safety, or comfort. It's about subtle techniques that influence your choices, your spending, and even your emotions while traveling. What the airlines don't tell you is that these techniques are hidden in plain sight. They use your habits against you, they manipulate your sense of urgency, and they play with your psychology in ways you don't even notice. Prices that change every time you refresh the page. Free. Upgrades that come with a hidden cost. Loyalty programs designed not to reward you, but to keep you hooked like a gambler at a casino. And just when you think you've figured out their game, they've already adjusted the rules. These secrets are not the kind you hear from your travel agent or read in a glossy airline magazine. No, these are the whispered truths shared between industry insiders and seasoned travelers who've learned to spot the patterns. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. These are the flight secrets you must know before your next trip. And once you know them, you'll never look at flying the same way again. 1. The real reason ticket prices change. Constantly. You probably experienced it. You check a ticket price in the morning, and by afternoon, it's higher. You think, I should have booked earlier. But that's exactly what the airlines want you to think. This isn't just about supply and demand. It's about dynamic pricing algorithms that track your search behavior. The more times you search for the same flight, the more likely the price is to creep upward, creating a false sense of urgency. Airlines use cookies and browser tracking to monitor you, knowing that a price hike can push you into booking out of fear of missing out. It's a psychological tactic called loss aversion, and it's incredibly effective. Behind the scenes, computers adjust fares thousands of times a day, reacting to everything from the time of day to how many seats are left, and even how close you are to payday. They also monitor competitors in real time, ensuring they're never far off from the market average. What's more, prices often spike right before the weekend, because they know most people book on Fridays or Saturdays. By understanding these patterns, you can beat the system, but only if you know the game is being played. 2. Why airlines make boarding so stressful. The boarding process feels chaotic. People crowding the gate, announcements blaring, and the constant shuffle of passengers rushing to get in line. You'd think airlines would design a smoother, calmer process, but in reality, they thrive on the tension. This chaos isn't just poor organization, it's intentional. By creating a sense of competition for overhead bin, space, and seat comfort, airlines encourage passengers to pay extra for priority boarding. When you see that Group 1P, passengers are already walking onto the plane, you're reminded that you're in Group 4 and you might be stuck fighting for space or sitting in a cramped spot. It's a subtle form of upselling, making you believe that spending just a little more will spare you the discomfort. This system also reinforces airline loyalty programs because elite members board first, sending a not-so-subtle message, pay up or be left behind. 3. The truth about free airline miles. Airline miles sound like a dream. Fly often enough or use the right credit card, and you'll be rewarded with free trips. But the truth is, miles are less about rewarding you and more about locking you into a system. Airlines partner with banks and credit card companies, earning billions by selling miles in bulk, not giving them away out of kindness. The miles you earn are worth less than you think, and redemption rates can change at any time without warning. That free trip might require twice the miles you expected by the time you book it. Airlines also create blackout dates and seat restrictions, ensuring you can't always use your rewards when you want to. The whole setup is designed to keep you flying with one carrier, even if better deals exist elsewhere. 4. Why early morning flights are the best kept secret. Many travelers underestimate the incredible advantages of booking early morning flights, but frequent flyers know this is one of the smartest choices you can make. The first and most obvious reason is punctuality. Early flights are far less likely to be delayed since they're the first to depart for the day, avoiding the cascading schedule disruptions that often plague later departures. Additionally, early morning air tends to be calmer, which means a smoother ride with fewer turbulence issues for passengers who are nervous flyers. Airports are also noticeably quieter at dawn, meaning shorter security lines, less stressful boarding experiences, and a more relaxed start to your journey. Ticket prices for these flights are often lower as well, making them a budget-friendly choice without compromising on comfort. Airlines sometimes offer free upgrades to fill empty premium seats on early flights, so you might just start your day in business class without paying extra. Plus, arriving at your destination earlier gives you more time to enjoy your trip, instead of losing half the day to travel. Even baggage claim times are usually faster because fewer flights are landing at that hour. All of these factors combine to make early morning departures a secret weapon for seasoned travelers. By getting to the airport a little earlier than most, you can turn a stressful journey into a calm, efficient, and even enjoyable experience. 5. The real reason. Airlines want you to check your bag. Airlines often encourage passengers to check their bags, claiming it's for convenience or to speed up boarding. But in reality, it's a strategic move that benefits them more than you. Checked baggage fees are a significant revenue stream, bringing in billions each year. And when passengers check more bags, airlines make more money without adding extra seats. Beyond the fees, airlines also reduce the risk of delays caused by passengers struggling to find overhead space during boarding, which improves their on-time performance ratings. What they don't tell you is that checked baggage is far more prone to being lost, delayed, or even damaged, and the compensation you get for such incidents is often far less than the actual value of your belongings. Additionally, your luggage may be open for security checks, which sometimes result in items mysteriously disappearing without accountability. Airlines also use checked bags as leverage to upsell passengers into higher tier tickets that include baggage allowances, subtly increasing the average spend per traveler. For the airline, fewer carry-ons also mean less wear and tear on the cabin, and more weight in the cargo hold can be balanced for better fuel efficiency. Checked bags also allow airlines to partner with handling companies, creating additional business relationships that keep money circulating within the industry. Even though it's marketed as a time saver for you, it's really a time and profit saver for them. This is why airline staff are so quick to suggest voluntary bag check-ins at the gate, even when overhead bins aren't full. The less you know about the operational benefits, the easier it is for them to frame this as a customer-friendly option. 6. The hidden algorithm behind ticket prices. Many travelers believe the ticket prices are simply based on demand, but in reality, they're determined by highly sophisticated algorithms that track everything from your browsing history to your location. Airlines use dynamic pricing models that adjust fares in real time based on hundreds of data points, meaning two people searching for the same flight at the same moment can be shown drastically different prices. If you've looked at a route multiple times, the algorithm may interpret this as high intent and inflate the price to pressure you into booking quickly. They even track whether you're browsing on a high-end device like a MacBook or iPhone, which can trigger higher fares since you're perceived as a more affluent traveler. Airlines also adjust prices based on your location by using IP tracking, meaning booking from a lower income country can sometimes get you cheaper tickets. Flash sales and price drops are often artificial, with prices first being inflated and then discounted to make the deal appear more appealing. This pricing manipulation is designed to make you feel urgency, leading to quicker purchases without time to compare. Many travelers fall for the trap of believing prices will only rise, but in reality, algorithms often cycle fares up and down within hours. Even cookies in your browser can influence pricing, making private browsing an essential tool for avoiding inflated rates. The end result? What feels like a lucky deal is often the result of calculated psychological manipulation. 7. The weight distribution trick that affects your seat assignment. Many passengers assume that airline seat assignments are based solely on ticket class, loyalty status, or early check-in. However, weight distribution plays a subtle but crucial role in where you end up sitting even if you booked your spot in advance. Flight crews often reassign passengers to balance the plane's center of gravity, ensuring stability during takeoff and landing. This isn't just about comfort. It's a safety requirement that can affect fuel efficiency and turbulence handling. What's more, if you're on a smaller aircraft, you might be moved from your preferred window seat to the back row without warning. Airlines rarely explain this openly, leaving passengers confused about why their seat suddenly changed. In reality, the balance of passenger and cargo weight is carefully calculated before every flight, and last-minute adjustments can override your booking. Those in the know can use this to their advantage by choosing less crowded flights or sitting in sections that rarely get shuffled. Understanding this trick also means you can politely request alternatives if moved unexpectedly. It's a reminder that behind the scenes, safety considerations often outrank customer preferences. For savvy travelers, knowing this can make the difference between a smooth journey and a frustrating seating surprise. If weight balance is critical, the airline's internal seating algorithm will automatically adjust assignments to match calculated safety zones. This means that even paying extra for a seat doesn't always guarantee you'll keep it. If you're aiming for a specific spot, try boarding earlier flights of the day, as they often carry fewer passengers and need fewer adjustments. 8. How airlines secretly prioritize frequent flyers for upgrades. Upgrades aren't always about luck. They're often the result of carefully crafted loyalty algorithms. While most travelers think it's about being the last to board or asking politely, airlines actually maintain digital profiles for each passenger. These profiles rank your value based on ticket history, travel frequency, and even credit card partnerships. When an upgrade slot becomes available, the system automatically selects the highest ranking passenger on that specific flight's manifest. This means someone who booked a cheaper ticket but flies often could be upgraded over someone with a premium fare. Airlines keep this process opaque because revealing it would undermine the perceived randomness of upgrades. Frequent flyers who understand this system often make strategic bookings during high-capacity flights to increase their chances. It's a calculated game where loyalty points and booking history quietly tilt the odds in your favor. Knowing this gives you a real advantage over casual travelers who rely on charm alone. But there's more. Certain airlines track your recency factor, meaning how recently you've flown with them matters as much as your total miles. If you've been inactive for months, your ranking might drop, even if your lifetime miles are high. Additionally, using the airline's co-branded credit card can boost your priority level in upgrade algorithms. Timing also plays a role. Late check-in can sometimes push you into an upgrade slot if the seating chart shifts unexpectedly. Conversely, booking during off-peak hours might mean fewer available upgrades, making high-capacity travel periods more strategic. Savvy travelers monitor their loyalty accounts, maintain consistent booking patterns, and even make short status runs. Cheap flights taken just to keep their profile active. Airlines won't tell you this, but their systems are designed to reward predictable, profitable customers. Understanding these hidden factors can turn what seems like a lottery into a winnable game. Now that you know the truth, flying will never feel the same again. These little-known secrets can protect your wallet, your time, and even your safety on every trip you take. The more you understand about the hidden side of air travel, the more you can take control of your own journey. instead of letting the system control you. If you found these tips valuable, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another travel insight. Share this video with a friend who's always flying, and let's make sure every passenger knows the truth before their next trip. Your smartest journey yet starts right here.